Let's see what Rakesh do is see.
Can we start? Can we start?
We can start.
Can we start?
Yes, we can.
So, we start the AGM. I am Kamal Kanodia, CFO of Kriti Industries India Limited. A very good afternoon and warm welcome to all attending the 30th AGM of Kriti Industries. Since quorum is present, I request Chairman Sir Sri Shiv Singh Mehta to convene the AGM.
A very good afternoon to all the board members and to the valuable shareholders of the company who are present in this meeting through video conferencing. The requisite quorum is present. Therefore, I am calling this meeting to order. I extend a warm welcome to everyone present here in 30th Annual General Meeting of Kriti Industries Limited. As per number 20/2020, dated 5th May 1920, issued by Ministry of Corporate Affairs and various circulars. Now I would like to call upon the directors to take upon roll call one by one. To begin with, Mrs. Purnima Mehta, Executive Director.
I'm Mrs. Purnima Mehta, joining in for the annual general meeting of Kriti Industries India Limited from my residence. No one else is in there.
Mr. Saurabh Singh Mehta, Non-Executive Director.
Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Saurabh Mehta. I'm joining from my residence.
Mr. Manoj.
Good afternoon. This is Manoj Fadnes. I'm joining from my residence in Indore. Thank you.
Mr. Rakesh Kalra, Independent Director and Chairman of Nomination and Remuneration Committee.
Good afternoon to everyone.
Mr. Chandrasekhar, of Holders Relationship Committee.
Good afternoon. This is Bhaskar. I'm joining in from Delhi.
The representatives of statutory auditors, Mr. Rakesh Kumar and Associates, Chartered Accountants, Secretary Mr. Kaushal Agrawal from Kaushal Agrawal and Company, Ms. Apeksha Baisakhia, Company Secretary and Scrutinizer, Mr. C.S. Ishan Jain, are also available in today's meeting. Notice of AGM along with resolutions of annual report for have already been circulated through emails to the shareholders. You must have pursued the same. I would take note as read. Registrars of director, key managerial personnel, and their shareholding are available at the website of the company. Shareholders, the corona crisis is the most disruptive event in the modern human history. The resultant global community hardships. However, I have no doubt the world will achieve faster progress post this COVID crisis. I also strongly believe that every adversity presents multiple new opportunities and we will have capability to harness them. Financial review and future outlook. During the financial year ended 31st March 2020, the company has achieved at standalone basis an 4.21 crores as against turnover 69.01 crores in the financial. The profit after tax is 19.23 crores as against profit of rupees 6.61 crores in the previous financial. The profit margin of your company has substantially increased as compared to the previous year due to operating control measures undertaken by your company. On a consolidated basis, your company achieved an operational turnover of 548. Financial year and after tax of rupees 18.49 crores as against rupees 6 crores in the previous financial year. Friends, ponder over the review of current year operation. As per the quarter results for the year 2020-21, the first quarter results have been declared today. Your company achieved a total turnover of 154.81 crores against a previous year's total of 220.75 crores. And profit after tax for this period has been 7.23 crores as against 6.79 crores of the last year. This was a period where first month was affected by COVID crisis, and that is what is reflected in our top line for this quarter. On a consolidated basis, your company achieved a total turnover of 155.39 crores. Previous year, corresponding period was 225.67 crores, and profit after tax of 6.84 crores. Previous year, first quarter was 6.88 crores. The operations of the plant was completely closed from 25th March to 26th April. After 26th April, partial plant operations at about 30% level, and they were started. And gradually they improved to around 50 to 60% level. It is expected that there will be good demand for agriculture pipes, but for the institutional sales, it will depend upon government initiatives for infrastructure projects. Thus, companies' profitability to some extent may get impacted as far as infrastructure projects go. It is likely to be, however, it is likely to be compensated by the increase in agriculture demand and also gas corporate governance. As reported in the director's report, your company has complied with the requirements of 27(2) of SEBI Regulations 2015 relating to the corporate governance. I am pleased to report that more than 97.34% of total equity shares of Kriti Industries are held in electronic mode, which has helped company in providing better services to the investors. CS Ishan Jain appointed by the board as scrutinizer for the remote e-voting and e-voting at the meeting. The scrutinizer will ensure that the voting is done in fair and transparent manner. That as per the requirements of the Companies Act 2013, the remote e-voting was commenced from 5th August 2020 at 9:30 a.m. and has already been completed on 7th August 2020 at 5 p.m. IST. and voting at the general meeting shall also be conducted electronically. The members can vote electronically in the meeting. It may kindly be noted that members who have already casted their votes by remote e-voting shall not be entitled to cast their votes now in this meeting. Now I would like to read agenda items of the notice. As the notice along with resolutions have already been circulated, hence I am not reading the resolutions now. I would like to take up agenda items one by one and request members to cast their vote. Item number 1, to consider and adapt the stand-alone consolidated audited financial statements containing balance sheet as on 31st March 2020, the statement of profit and loss, cash flow, change in equity and notes thereto of the companies for the financial year ended 31st March 2020 and the reports of Board of Directors and auditors thereon as on that date. For voting, what will be the procedure? Item number 2, to approve dividend on 4,96,03,520 equity shares of ₹1 each at 15%, that is 50 paisa per share, 15 paisa per share for financial year ended 31st March 2020. People can vote. Item number 3, to appoint a director in place of Mr. Shiv Singh Mehta, who retires by rotation at this annual general meeting and being eligible, offers himself for reappointment. Item number 4, to reappoint Mr. Rakesh Kumar and Associated Chartered Accountants as statutory auditors of the company for the second term to hold office from the conclusion of this meeting to the conclusions of 35th annual general meeting to be held in the year 2025. Item number 5, to ratify the remuneration payable to cost auditor Mr. SPS Damgi, cost accountants. Item number 6, to reappoint Mr. Chandrasekharan Bhaskar as an independent director. No query has been registered from shareholder. However, if there are any questions or clarifications, you are welcome and you can send your questions through email, to which we shall respond. Now I would like to inform all the members of the companies that results of the voting along with the report of scrutinizers will be announced within 2 working days and shall also be placed at the company's BSE and CDSL website, and recorded transcript of also be made available to the website of the company as soon as possible after meeting is over. I'd like to thank you for your abiding interest and faith in our company and sparing your valuable time in making it convenient to attend today's meeting. I also acknowledge and I bid my sincere appreciation to the participation and dedicated contribution of personnel at all, which has helped company with objectives. I also take this opportunity to extend my sincere appreciation to central, state government, financial institutions, bankers, shareholders, customers, suppliers, and business constituents for their consistent and resolute support. I would also like to thank my colleagues on the board for their unanimous support and immense encouragement from time to time. I am confident with our combined effort, our company will achieve much higher goals in the years to come. I look forward to your continued support and confidence. Since all businesses to be concluded at this annual general meeting have been transacted, I hereby conclude the 30th AGM meeting today. Thank you very much. Over.